Hello. It's so great to see you all gathered in this room tonight. Many of you know this is not my first fall event, but it is my first in this new role. And so I need to pause here to take in this moment, this feeling, as I look out at this great movement of incredible, committed individuals that I now have the honor to work in partnership with. This to me is not just a job. This is my life's mission. I was 27 years old when I joined the Hunger Project. Pretty fresh out of university. The Hunger Project gave me a space to live out my most important commitment, and Cherie referred to it. One I made to myself as a schoolboy, that our hunger and poverty would end with me. When I made that pledge, as firstborn in my family, I thought originally of my 8 siblings. Hunger welcomed us into the world with me and my 8 siblings. But I knew that a different future was possible for us. I made it my mission that my siblings would have every opportunity to learn, to grow, and to lead. And then I realized that I could expand my vision. I realized that hunger throughout the entire world could end with me. That I could work every day with a movement of committed individuals to ignite change around the whole world. And now, part of that incredible global movement is right here in front of my eyes. And I deeply, deeply thank you. This is a great privilege for me. Thank you. So, who is in this room tonight? First, our global board of directors, the ones that made a bold decision to appoint me into this role. Yes, such a bold decision. Despite the uncertainties of the world, our global board of directors made that bold decision. And so thank you. And I really, really would like to acknowledge that as such a big board decision for a moment like now. And this week, our global board has just completed a week-long of meetings, supporting us to identify what's missing and what's important for us as the Hunger Project now. And it has been an incredible week. We also have in this room tonight feel-good students. Yes, and many other young people in the room. Now, Feel Good Students is a youth-led movement on college campuses in the US. And Feel Good is dedicated to developing our next generation of change makers and raising money for a world without hunger. And here is something special about tonight. Feel Good is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. And so we are celebrating 20th anniversary of Feel Good, and we celebrate their life and their leadership on college campuses around the country. In the room, we have the Hunger Project staff from right here in the US, from across Europe and Africa, Latin America, South Asia, and Australia. Each one of them is committed beyond just the job, but to the mission. And we are surrounded tonight by long-term activists and champions for the end of hunger, individual investors, corporate and foundation partners, some who have been committed to the Hunger Project and to our mission for nearly 50 years. Yes, nearly 50 years. And others who just joined recently to this global movement. And thank you for your commitment and your leadership. Now, we also have a lot of you in this room that are new. And I want to acknowledge each of you. By choosing to be here tonight, you have created a space to kindle your own leadership for a world without hunger. Even if you have not thought about global hunger before, this choice is a bold decision, and I would like to celebrate that. This is an enormous opportunity. It has truly been the honor of my life to save this global movement for the past 25 years. I am deeply grateful to the years ahead of us. And there's a reason why I say that. Because I know that together, we can prove to the world that hunger can be and is going to be eliminated. Thank you. Now, how do I know? How do I know that a world without hunger is possible? We at the Hunger Project have seen it. Last year, a third-party research group conducted a survey across 12 of the countries where we work in Africa, Latin America, and South Asia. It's amazing what they found. 92% of participants in that survey across those 12 countries reported that their access to healthy meals has increased since they joined and started engaging with the Hunger Project. 92%. And 85% reported a decrease in their stress about nutrition. 85%. And while we are clapping, another 85% of respondents reported an increase in their ability to cover household expenses. 85%. And perhaps most importantly, 96% of people reported an increased quality of life since they chose to engage with the Hunger Project. 96%. Their quality of life improved. And today, nearly 1.4 million people of our community partners are living in communities where they have ended their own hunger. Now, I am thrilled. These are not just numbers to me. These are more than numbers. They represent real life change. In these numbers, beyond these numbers, it's mothers who have access to health care during their pregnancies. It's children going to school with their bellies full so they can concentrate and learn. Entrepreneurs accessing financial services so they can grow their businesses. Now, you may be thinking that, Rowlands, this sounds too good to be true. How does this happen? So first, I would like us to remind ourselves, hunger is more than an empty stomach. That should always be our beginning point. Hunger is more than an empty stomach. Hunger silences voices. Hunger forces girls into marriage and not school. It shuts doors on young people with ideas that could have changed our world. It marginalizes people with disabilities. Hunger is not just one problem among many. Hunger is the problem, is the challenge at the root of so many problems. It fuels migration. It fuels conflict. It fuels instability across the globe. Now, because hunger is about more than food, because hunger is about more than an empty stomach, creating a world without hunger is about more than food. It is about dismantling the systems that hold human potential captive. Yes. Thank you. It is about nourishing conditions that allow people to thrive. When the Hunger Project begins working with a community, we don't arrive with ready-made solutions. We don't. Instead, we create spaces for people to imagine, often for the very first time, a different future for themselves. Our signature workshop, we call it Vision, Action, and Vision, Commitment, and Action Workshop. That's our signature workshop. It's an opportunity for people to come together, articulate their vision, make plans, and commit to act. This unlocks something deep inside, because at the very core, all human beings know that survival is not enough. We all want to thrive. Now, I want to paint a picture of what this looks like. I would like you for a moment to imagine. Imagine a landscape of dry, cracked soil. Dry, cracked soil. Imagine the dust. Imagine the emptiness. This is what so many communities face. Conditions of scarcity. In those conditions, people feel like seeds trapped in the dust, full of potential, and yet unable to grow. Standing alone in those conditions, even the strongest seed cannot break through hardened ground. But when water arrives, when nourishment, investment, and partnership flows in, something awakens. People begin to rise. Their leadership takes root. That is the moment everything changes. This is transformation. Once those seeds of leadership sprout up, once people believe in their own power, it cannot be reversed at all. It can't be reversed. That's what happens to leaders for a world without hunger. The transformation is so profound, the impossible starts happening. The impossible begins to unfold right before our eyes. And it's why tonight is so powerful. Because what we are celebrating tonight is not charity. It is leadership. It is humanity's innate desire to flourish. So, from that process, something starts to shift. One person realizes, I have power. I can act. I can lead. This is a moment everything changes. The moment of irreversible transformation within individuals and within communities. A woman speaks up. A young person introduces an idea. a village organizes. And from that spark, change spreads. It rises. It inspires. And the Hunger Project is there, walking besides with these individuals as a trusted partner. Now, you may be asking, so then, what do we at the Hunger Project do? We have experts on our teams around the world who gather communities and lead trainings. Now, when they gather those communities and read trainings, the trainings are in all sorts of key topics. How to build a business around agriculture. How to advocate to the local government. How to steward and care for our natural resources. Workshops to support literacy. Workshops to support maternal and childhood nutrition. Workshops in household finance. All kinds of workshops. Now, it is really not just our in-house experts. Our teams train community volunteer leaders who we call animators to then go into their communities and deliver the trainings to their neighbors. Animators are our multiplier effect. They become us. And it is through that that we are able to reach in the millions as an organization which is only in a few hundred. But then, it is beyond what I just explained. It is beyond a multiplier effect. They manifest community ownership and leadership. And these are very key to a long and lasting progress in every community and every work that we do on the ground. That's where real, sustainable, and long-lasting change happens. When the community members themselves, when the community leaders themselves own and lead the work. Because when leadership is awakened in every person, progress does not depend on the Hunger Project being everywhere. It depends on people everywhere believing that they can lead. Now, I invite you on a journey tonight. I invite you on a journey to explore the moments that spark change and transformation. What are these moments in your own life? What can you do now that you never thought would be possible? I encourage you to talk around your tables on these questions. Transformation begins with small seeds. And tonight, Those seeds include laughter, connection, a delicious meal, and of course, dancing as well. And so may this dinner nourish not only our physical bodies, but also our resolve for the work ahead. As we say in Malawi, we say, "Ija ni bwino," literally translated into, enjoy your meal. Thank you.